Hi guys.
Hey guys. So we recently got a request to do a video on good and bad things about middle school and high school. So yeah,
we're gonna start out with middle school. It's kind of sucks because you don't really have any freedom because they think you're too little.
Yeah.
Who cares? They don't understand. They're not as old when actually we understand kind of more than the teachers do.
we honestly do. And we have it in our school where we have blocks and homerooms.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so
a lot of schools have homerooms.
Yeah.
But blocks, not really.
we have blocks. And so to us it really depends on what teacher we have.
People are gonna be like, blocks? What? Like Legos?
No, not
Like it's divided into like 100 kids
it's in
one
like
block, and you only have
it's like
classes with
6th
those 100
grade
kids.
number 1 and then A, like 6 1A, 6 1B, 6 1C.
Yeah.
6 2A, 6 2B, 6 2C. It's just
It's
really
pretty much just like that.
the letters represent the homerooms and the numbers represent the block. And this goes the same thing for 7th and 8th grade, except we have no idea what block or homeroom we're in because
That's how secondary school is too.
So yeah,
And so
you can't really do anything either. Like in high school, you get to use your phones at lunch and stuff.
Yeah.
You can't do that in middle school. And everyone does anyway, except you can get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
But in high school, you can't.
I mean, last year I always
Because you're loud.
listened to my iPod, just zoned out.
That's why
class,
you
just
get those
rocking out to music.
sweatshirts with the little earphones with it.
Yeah.
And you just listen to it. And
That's what I
no
had,
one
and I
even
just
knows.
covered up, so
Some teachers are cool like that, and they let you do stuff like that. But
yeah.
In high school, though, you're allowed to use your phone during lunch and in between classes, and you don't get in trouble for it. So and in high school, it's a lot more freedom than middle school, because you actually have time in between classes. In middle school, remember, they didn't let us go to our locker sometimes in between classes, and in high school,
you can
we
only
can
go
go whenever
once
we want.
before lunch, and
Yeah.
then once in the morning, once before lunch, and then at the end when you go to get your backpack. and
Yeah.
shit.
I remember one thing I hated about middle school though was it was drama.
And that
And in
still
high
is.
school,
It still is.
She's going into 10th, and it's still nothing but
Drama.
So,
Yeah,
Come
so
on.
she's going into 10th, she's going to 7th, and I'm going into 8th.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. But
And her little brother's
being annoying.
Yeah.
But no, one thing I hate about just school in general is
school.
what?
That's the bad thing
Yeah,
about
go
school
ahead.
is that you
Yeah.
actually have to go to school.
though,
Just watch the History Channel. Seriously, they can't just let you do that.
I wish.
School.
schoolwork fucking sucks. Half the shit we learn, I don't even know. I remember one time, last year, I was sitting at the dining room table trying to address an envelope to somebody, and literally I forgot how to address an envelope. They don't teach us in school that kind of shit that we need. I never learned in school how to address an envelope. I never learned how to write a check. Yet they're too busy teaching us about the fucking quadratic formula.
Quite
Who the
frankly,
fuck
we're never
is
gonna
need,
use.
I'm never gonna use that shit.
We never use any
Do
of
we
it.
look like we're gonna become scientists? Are you crazy? Half of us are gonna
Yeah.
become rappers, probably strippers
drunk
or something.
and poor on the streets.
It doesn't matter. We're not gonna become scientists. No one
Yeah.
gives a shit about that.
We honestly never
really?
use any of the stuff. And
There's once again, there's kids getting murdered in our neighborhood.
yes, it gets a little harder as grades go up, not even harder, but more homework.
You
More
get
like-
homework on the weekends.
It
That
sucks.
sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It's our time away from school. I don't want to do homework.
I don't even get homework.
Even
you
summer.
learn this stuff in school. You're not gonna forget it in 8 hours. What? How? You get home, it's 3 or something. And you're
Yeah.
3.
But even in the summer, we have school. You
You're
know
not
what
gonna forget
summer
it in,
reading,
12 hours.
quite frankly, most towns don't have this. We do. And you're still
You're not
really
gonna forget your schoolwork in 15 hours.
It's you
You
don't
go
need
home,
homework.
you hang out for 5 hours, you go to sleep, and then you wake up and go to school again. You're not gonna forget anything.
Yeah, so there's no
Yeah.
point of giving us homework.
Unless you
to
get
do.
you're in a coma or something. You're not gonna be able to go to school anyway, so it shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
My biggest problem is summer reading.
Oh my god,
Nothing
that's our
but-
time away from work and reading and school
And they give
shit.
us
Yeah,
work
they
and
give us
reading.
Reading.
Quite frankly,
And half the people are like, "Oh, let me read my book so I can get it over with." Well, yeah, but when you go back to school, you
forget
You
everything.
forget the whole
everything,
book.
yeah.
So read it at the last
minute, you know.
2 weeks of school. That's what
But
it is.
some people,
Procrastination is the way to go.
But some people don't even have summer reading, and I want to
That
go to those
sucks. I wanna
schools
go to those
so
schools.
badly.
But
And
one thing
yeah.
about high school though is relationships get a little more serious, and like in middle school, it's like, oh, he's my boyfriend, you know, like.
Yeah,
you're
I
still,
noticed
like,
that
A week later, you break up with him.
I noticed that in middle school, it's more like, oh my god, he's so cute. Not like, oh my god, I love you, because you're like nice and
like,
whatnot.
They don't really care about personality in middle school. It's just like, oh my god, that boy is hot. So he has Justin Bieber hair, so I want to go out with him.
I know, right?
Like, but in high school though too, one thing I noticed this year, a funny thing was that like, I noticed a lot of like, I had a close friend who realized that she was bi this year, and I don't have a problem with that. But then a bunch of other girls started like following her and was like, oh yeah, I'm bisexual too, just because that one girl did it. Like, you need to learn, like, things I hate about like kids in school is like they follow each other. Like, you need to learn to like adapt to you know,
to be
your
a
own
leader than a
personality.
follower.
Yeah.
My second problem is drugs and what's it called?
Yeah, a lot of people start drugs when they're really young. Like
Drugs,
I know it
kid,
starts in high school.
the kid,
Really, because
over
there
there
are
has
12-year-olds
been-
around here
the
that like
kid-
freaking.
Yeah, Thomas and Bree.
Oh, yeah, they're,
Thomas
like,
is 12
12.
and Bree is like
9.
9.
Yeah.
They smoke. The kid,
It's sad.
Eddie, our friend Eddie over here, he's been smoking since he was like 8.
Yeah.
What is that?
And then there's also like
Well, he grew up in
popularity
bad
groups.
Like,
I hate that. I hate when
Me
kids
too.
divide themselves into cliques. And
I hate
like,
how people like we're called outcasts, we're called populars. Don't call yourself something you're not.
it's like, oh, you have no friends. You say that to like all the like nerds. Well,
And
guess
you
what?
call
Those
yourself-
nerds are in their own group, so they obviously have friends. If there's like 8 nerds, yeah, they're all friends.
And it's not even that. If you're
doesn't
not,
even matter.
If you're not part of like the popular group, you get made fun of.
it's like.
You're like, you have no friends. That's it. Leave us alone.
But another thing I wanted to talk about too was, like, I know there's always like these assemblies about like bullying, and like sometimes I feel like kids, like I've heard one time it pissed me off. I went to an assembly about bullying, and then this one kid like raised his hand. He's like, oh well, I don't think like there's a point in these assemblies because I never really see bullying happen. Here's the thing about bullying isn't always like the perception that a lot of us as individuals have over bullying is that it's that big kid on the playground that's stealing everybody's lunch money, like Francis from like Timmy Turner or something. That's not always bullying. Like bullying like happens to people like just by like, you know, if you walk past the hallway and like somebody sniggers at you, and like people are like, oh no, that's not bullying. That's bullying. Like,
It's verbal. It's physical. And
Random people in the background.
I've had that happen a lot to a lot of people, to a lot of my friends, even me. And so it hurts. Nobody understand that.
yeah.
like sometimes.
Hold on, I got my brother. Anyway.
Alright,
Yeah.
That kid followed me around.
Just relax.
Okay, I forgot what. Yeah, so like a lot of people have like they have like they're what people call loser friends, and then they're friends with everybody. They're in the middle, like the direct middle. They're friends with
like me.
people who aren't that popular, but they're also friends with people who
That's
kind of
me,
are
yeah.
popular.
Yeah.
But
That's pretty much
the
all of
only-
us. Right
yeah,
here,
the only thing that like I don't like about that is like everyone that's popular than your other friends are like, oh, they're ugly, make fun of them.
You have to choose.
And you're like,
you have to
um,
choose a side.
Jeez.
And
which most of the time you're just like, no, I'm not choosing a side, but that's how you lose a lot of friends.
you can't
The
really pick at
popular
the fence. Yeah.
It's like, oh, if you don't make fun of this person, you're not really in our group anymore.
I hate that.
Like the losers, oh, you're a loser too, whatever. It's just like retarded. So, and my dad's calling me.
Alright, well, that's
So,
pretty
we
much it,
should
I guess. Yeah, alright, bye.
Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and comment. And
Roar, if you could see that.
Raw, you can't see that. Alright,
It kind of washed off.
Raw rages.
Bye.
Don't forget
Bye.
to subscribe.